Right, it's 4:35. Made actually really good time. Made it to the Montaña Blanca car park. It's actually pretty light out. You won't be able to see on the camera. I mean, it's obviously dark, but you can see things without the use of a head torch, which is quite nice. So yeah, I'll see how I get on. Yeah, I'm about to leave the car. Don't know if I need a coat yet. So I feel it's actually quite comfortable out. Maybe like 15 degrees. Probably won't need a coat unless it gets windy. To be honest, the moon's so bright I don't think I actually need my head torch. I might turn it off. Yeah, just starting out from the car park now. Time is about 20 to 5 in the morning. So about 20 minutes ahead of schedule. Immediately the path is about 4% gradient up. But yeah, I've got 4.5 kilometres on this. Currently just wearing a t-shirt and hiking trousers. Actually comfortable, really comfortable temperature. Yeah, I've got 4.5 kilometres on this. And then 4.5 kilometres up the La Rambleta trail, which is a really steep bit. Yeah, on the way up here I started feeling, I'd say probably the beginnings of the effects of altitude at about 2,000 metres. Just a sort of less of a pressure in my head this time, but just a weird sensation. Not necessarily tingly, but just almost like overcome with nerves, kind of weird feeling in your blood. Speaking of which, I'll probably have my bottle of water at some point and periodically stop it exploding. So it's 5 o'clock in the morning. So far I've managed to keep up a relatively relentless pace of about 6 kilometres an hour. So yeah, legs burning a bit, but otherwise good. Passed 3 other people a couple of minutes ago. I think I saw them setting off there at the top of the hill when I was at the car park. Yeah, lots of flies about. I think I walked through a cloud a minute ago. All of a sudden became very hazy and humid in front of me. But yeah, this place should be at the Rambleta trailhead well before 6, I think. Maybe stop for a water break, continue up, break again at the refuge. But yeah, temperature ideal, I'd say. Should have gone with shorts, but might regret that later. But I've got them in my bag, can always get changed. It's actually bright enough to see without the head torch. I've only put it on for the video. Yeah, anyway, see you in a bit. Just check we're going the right way still, which we are. That's good. Right, camera's going on for 2 reasons. I've seen 2 shooting stars, which is pretty bloody cool. And this is the first of the huevos del Teide, which means Teide eggs. And they're absolutely massive. It's unbelievable knowing that we're about, oh God knows, 3k as the crow flies from the peak, that there's that force to chuck what must be like a 100-ton rock into the air that far. It's just amazing. Bit of light. Okay. More Teide eggs coming up. There's one. That's probably about 4 metres tall. big. And more there. Yeah. I should traverse this boulder field. The path goes between like a 6% and maybe 12% gradient. Becomes a bit more tiring. Not really sure what my heart rate is at the moment. Probably about 115, so not too bad. I know I'm more out of breath when I go to talk, but nonetheless, I feel pretty comfortable. I definitely need to stop for some water when I get to the Ramblessa trailhead, which I don't think is too far now. So, yeah, off comms. Here we go. Made it to the La Rambletta trailhead. Which will take me up to the cable car station eventually. So yeah, I'm gonna have a little drinks break, have something to eat, and yeah, get back on my way. Right, so still at the Ramblessa trailhead. Time is 5:35. There's no wind here actually. Very comfortable temperature. I could spend all day here, I think. Yeah, been on the trail for 55 minutes now. I think I left the car at 20 to 5. So yeah, had a 5-minute break, had some water, crisps, jelly babies, and then I'm going to continue up. Next stop will be the Alta Vista Refuge. Right, I'm at the refuge. 6:24 in the morning. Here are the bedrooms. That you can see just over there, the inky blackness of night has just sort of become a little bit brighter, so that's where the sun's going to come up in about an hour's time, just under an hour's time. I'm going to take a little break here. I was massively ahead of schedule, so I kind of wondered if I'd make the summit for sunrise, but I don't really think that's possible. It would be a bit suicidal, I'd have to set off almost immediately, but I want to break here. So yeah, it's pretty comfortable actually, temperature-wise. I was pretty out of breath on the way up, but yeah, I'm fine now. So yeah, happy days. Yeah, gonna have some crisps and a drink. Continue. There you go. Cable car. So it takes 60 minutes. 16% gradient average. 2 kilometres. So I'm gonna head that way. The time's 6:47. I'm about 3,450 metres above sea level. I can now see basically everything east of here. It's fantastic. And the sky has gone this kind of orangey colour beyond the horizon, which is pretty cool. I can now see the peak, if it will focus. Which it might not. It's got no idea what it's doing. But yeah, no longer needing my head torch, so I think I'm going to put that away and grab some water. Head on. The time is where's the moon? 6:55. The sun's got a lot brighter over that way. I think it's due to break the horizon in about 20 minutes. But yeah, a lot brighter out now all of a sudden. Moon's still riding over there. There's the peak of Teide. It's got quite windy, it's quite cold now. If you stop, you probably need a coat. About 7 degrees I'd say. La Ramblessa that way. Put some music on for a bit of confidence boost. Hopefully you can hear me over this wind. Off we go. Fucking hell, this is some of the coolest shit I've ever seen. Look at this. 3,540 metres above sea level right now. We've even had a bit of downhill at this point, so I'm feeling pretty good. See where I'm going with that head torch? Yeah, fantastic. Got the cable car station up ahead. Big Teide over there. Don't think the cable cars will run today. They haven't done for the past couple of days because the winds are gusting at like about 60 kilometres an hour. So don't think that'll be running. But yeah, nearly at the Telesforo Bravo trail. Now it's fitting a bit of a jog actually. It's been pretty nice. So, coming up to the little junction here where you need to show your, what's the word? Can't think what it is. Pass? Permit, that's the word. Obviously, this time of day, before the cable car runs. Jeez, that wind. Yeah, before the cable car runs, it'd be open like that. But after 9 o'clock there'll be a guard. So I bought my passport and permit, just in case you need to see on the way back down. Stinks of rotten eggs up here. Sulphur. Fantastic. You can now see the shadow of Teide over this way. Nice, isn't it? Gone and taken my coat off and put my sunnies on. It's a much more comfortable temperature now I'm off that summit. I think I left the summit at 7:53. So, what time's it now? 8:09. So, about 15 minutes. Back down like 3,450 metres. Made a friend. Past most of the summit now. This shit is a bit difficult though to walk on, so I can't run this. But I know once we get off this sort of scree slope, it'll be quite a bit easier. You can see the refuge again, which is pretty welcome. Can no longer see the peak. It's 3,000, 330 metres above sea level, I think. Climb is, well, underfoot is still pretty technical, so you can't really run it. Catching up with my friend down there, but he's actually going quite a nice pace. So I'm happy to just follow him for the moment until we get on the lower trail. It should be much easier at that point to run or jog at least. It's actually really nice temperature now. I've taken my coat off and gloves and hat. You definitely need it when you're on that exposed cone of the summit. It's freezing up there and the wind's so much stronger. Wind speed here is about 5 miles an hour. Just because it's on the side that the wind isn't coming from, I think. Yeah, this mountain's much more friendly in the daytime. This never-ending boulder field at night, which feels like you might die in, it's actually much more comfortable and friendly in the day. So I had my breakfast break. That bread that was, take your teeth out. I've only eaten half of it, save the other half for later. Had my breakfast break at the refuge, 10,600 feet. Now heading back down. There's been some fast running on this bit. Some bits so you can jog. But most of it is quite technical like this. You can't. It's only when you get to the lower trail, as I nearly lose my footing there, not paying attention. It's only when you get to the lower trail that you can really speed up. The time's 8:49, so I was still on the summit an hour ago. So I'm doing well on the lower portion of La Rambleta now. So, yeah, getting there. Just another video because I'm back in that bush garden now. Well, the start of it, which is quite weird at night, but obviously in the day it's fine. It's a bit of a obstacle here at the moment. I'll drop off that. On these sandy sections, if you're able to keep up the jog, just let gravity take you. Enormous. Yeah, if you're able to let gravity take you on these more flowy back bits, then it's much quicker and not that taxing on the legs. Yeah, the issue is this surface. It's just all loose, so you can't go at it with any speed. And when you do, you're just slipping over the whole time, so it's difficult. It's slow going on this. Back now at the La Rambleta trailhead. So that's the sort of hellish descent done now. Yeah, feeling pretty good. Debating whether to change into shorts, but yeah, I think I'm okay when the breeze kicks in. It's alright. Up until now, I'd only drunk about 250-300 ml of my water. I've got 1.5 litres with me. I've just necked another 300 to 500 because I was pretty thirsty. So yeah, I'll drink a bit more when I'm back at the car, eat a bit more, then head off. But yeah, just gonna. It's all easy going now. Nice easy trail, the ones that they drive vehicles up. Still like 2,600 metres above sea level, I think. Time is just gone 9:15, I think. So yeah, it's taken me just over, with a break, I had a 10-15 minute break, and a couple of breaks just have a rest, and so it's taken me 1.5 hours, just under. Yeah, maybe 1 hour 20 minutes to get back to this point. So I think I should be back at the car within 40 minutes, but that will require gravity taking control on the downhills. To be fair, you could run most of this, it's mostly downhill, and not get too out of breath, but it's a bit hot. Also, I've opted for a hat now. Try and keep some of my face out of the sun. Apparently the UV index is 1, but I don't quite believe that. Also very high up. No shade whatsoever. It's amazing to see by daylight what was just a great hulking mass of darkness in the night. So you've got that massive pyroclastic flow down the edge there, which is pretty cool to look at. That ridge over there must be like 6 miles away. It's just so vast. Most of the way along the lower trail now. I think it's about 9:30 in the morning. Yeah, because I remember seeing this signpost that's coming up. I've done all the zigzags now through the huevos, the Teide eggs. Okay. Parking 2.5 kilometres that way. Okay, 2.5k. I can run that in 10 minutes, or walk it in 30. Just walk it in 30. Let me tell you this, it's far less scary out here during the day than during the night. Just having this absolutely vast abyss next to it, well, in the dark, you know, and not be able to see more than about 100 metres is pretty scary. Just puts you a bit on edge. Back of the car then.